The 12th Annual Tourism Industry Presentation brought together stakeholders from all over the country to review 2012 and look towards 2013 and beyond. Minister of Tourism Manuel Heredia set the tone for the presentation, saying that even though there were challenges last year, Belize's tourism product prospered and is moving forward.
Since our last industry presentation, we have been on an unprecedented and momentous journey, where despite grave economic challenges, our country has truly performed like no other. The Belize Tourism Board reports that the industry has seen an increase of over 10% in overnight tourist arrivals in 2012 compared to 2011. To put this into perspective, the World Tourism and Travel Council indicated last year that there was only a 2.7% growth in tourist arrivals globally in 2012 compared to last year. This, ladies and gentlemen, signifies that Belize's performance has been extraordinary and establishes us as truly a major contender in our region's tourism market. There is no doubt in my mind that this is attributed to the efforts of our industry partners, and it is an achievement to celebrate.
But of all the successes achieved last year, Minister Heredia said none is more impactful on the future of the tourism industry as the first ever National Sustainable Tourism Master Plan. He says that that document now stands as a strategic guide for everyone in the industry to assist and guide in fulfillment of individual responsibilities, while at the same time provide framework to achieve collective goals and the vision of a tourism for Belize. Director of the Belize Tourism Board, Laura Esquivel Frampton, told industry stakeholders that 2012 was a good year for tourism and she looks forward to building upon that success.
We continue to give thanks to everybody, all our industry partners who helped to add to our publicity, my predecessors, the board of directors. It's really a team effort all around to get us to where we are so far. And of course, we have to thank the great guidance of our Minister of Tourism, Honorable Manuel Heredia.
How successful was 2012 compared to 2011, and how do you see tourism going forward?
Well, our overnight figures we know are over 10% increase in overnight arrivals 2012 over 2011. We've been unable to gather together all the border point information for December, but we do know that December at the airport saw a 12% increase this December over last December. So we are confident that we'll see an overall increase of over 10%.
In terms of earnings for the country, how much did tourism earn for Belize last year?
That's a very good question. Again, those figures are not in yet. We depend on the central bank to provide us with those figures. But we do know that tourism on a whole generates about 21 to 22% of GDP.
In terms of the master plan and the 3-year plan going forward, do they gel and will they work to get you where you want to go?
Well, of course, what we did is we used the master plan as a guide. Why reinvent the wheel? We just completed this fantastic sustainable tourism master plan, and this gives us a guide, it gives us a map, it gives us goals that we have to reach. So what we did is we took items out of the master plan, and if you get a copy of it, you will see that the master plan is set out into short-term, long-term, medium-term goals, and we looked at all of those and saw what were the responsibilities of the Belize Tourism Board and how we can incorporate that into our annual work plans in order to ensure that the master plan is a relevant document.
And speaking of relevance, the Ministry of Tourism today retired the country's tourism logo, which has been in existence for the last 26 years. While the slogan, Belize, Mother Nature's Best Kept Secret, will still be a reference point for Belize, starting today, the new logo invites visitors to simply be Belize. Alyssa Carnegie is the Director of Marketing at the Belize Tourism Board.
The new one is really to help us better position and market Belize for the destination and the country that it truly is. Its authenticity, all of its life, its culture, all of the products that we have to offer, to make it more reflective of who we are as a people and as a country. The Belize, the old logo, the Belize Mother Nature's Best Kept Secret really did serve us well. For 26 years we've had it, but we've modernized, we've changed, we've grown, and we're no longer a secret. A lot of people know about us now, and so, we wanted to find something that was more current, more reflective, again, as who we are as a people and who we are as a country.
And a part of that identity is reflected in the very writing that is a part of the logo.
Very much so. Actually, we did put quite a bit of groundwork and research into putting this logo together. The font isn't a font that exists for anyone who actually designed it ourselves, so it's unique to Belize. The DNA of the logo is so much Belize because even the shapes of the circle, was reminiscent of the faces of the people of Belize. The clocks that you see, your round plate full of rice and beans and stewed chicken, the sun that comes up. And so when we started to look at what are things that are reflective of Belize, are representative of Belize, the circle really stood out. Even the colors, looking at what are some of the experiences that we have to offer, what are some of the products we have, looking at the ecological component, the wildlife. The West is full of all this green, the reef component, which are the blues, and the sunsets, which are the reds and the golds. It was really, I think, a lot of work went into making sure that the font, that the color, that the size, that the look was really representative of not only, an idea of Belize, but physical representation of what Belize is, its people, and the physical geographical aspects to it as well.
Also getting a complete makeover is the BTB logo to go hand in hand with the new thrust of the country's tourism product. These upgraded logos will start rolling out today, and full replacement should be completed by year's end. The chairman of the BTB, Ian Lizarraga, in his presentation this morning, said that success does not happen by accident, and neither does success continue or grow by happenstance. He said that success is attained when everyone works together, and going forward, he challenged stakeholders to work at strengthening weak areas identified during the course of last year so that Belize can continue to build its tourism industry in a positive way.